Give me 1 minute, please. Okay, so I think my voice is clear. Can anyone just give the confirmation? So can you unmute anyone and give the confirmation that I'm audible to everyone? I need just confirmation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so before starting the session, just I'm giving my introduction. So my name is Mukesh Pandey, and I am basically from Jharkhand, but I'm working in Hyderabad location. So I have total around 11 years experience in the different domain like Microsoft SQL Server. I work for the Oracle and the Python. So currently I am working as a associate manager, and I have total 10 plus years experience in the Microsoft SQL Server and Oracle and MySQL. So this is my small introduction. So just I want to quick introduction to each and everyone, so we can understand to I can understand to what level you have the experience. So just you can give the how much experience you have in the SQL, or if you don't have the SQL experience, or how much knowledge you have, so I can understand what level training I can provide. So basically, I know few of them are very beginners, so I will start from the beginner level. But just you can give the quick introduction. So just you can start with the Abhinay. Abhinay, you there? Can hello? I think Abhinay is not there. Annie, can you start?
Yes. Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Aini Ahsan. I'm from Kolkata. I'm working as an analyst in one of the IT firms. And about SQL, I do know SQL, but I lag somewhere in joins and subqueries and SPs.
Okay, great. So Vinay is not able to unmute. So let me. I think Avina, you have some audio problem, connection problem. Me also, I'm not able. Can you rejoin? Chimaya, can you start?
Hi, Chinmay. Yes, Chinmay.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. We can hear you.
I'm sorry, Mukesh, I didn't get you what you're trying to say.
So can you just give me a small introduction yourself?
Yeah, sure. Just give me some time. 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Meanwhile, can you start, Manjunath, so we not waste any time?
Hi everyone, myself Manjunath. I'm based out in Bangalore and currently I'm working as an data analyst. The reason why I joined this program is to enhance my programming skills in SQL to the advanced level. And yeah, basically I have 5+ years of work experience in IT industry as a data analyst. Yeah,
Oh,
this is my
great.
short intro.
Yes, sure. Priya, can you go ahead?
Yes. Yeah, Mukesh ji, shall I start now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Myself, Chinmay. Actually, I'm working as a data analyst in US healthcare industry, and I do have 2 year experience in US healthcare industry. But apart from US healthcare, I was working in completely like medical building, like an air collection since 5 years. So total, I do have 7 year experience in healthcare industry, and I'm residing at Chennai.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
that's all from my end.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Priya?
You're
Yes, yes, my name is Priyanka. I'm currently staying in Japan. I have worked in electrical company. I'm basically from electrical branch. I want to jump to the IT industry, so I want to learn SQL Power BI. So for
Yeah,
that reason, I have joined this class.
yeah, great. Puneet?
Yes, hi everyone. Myself Puneet from Mysore. I am currently working as a DevOps engineer. So I'm interested in data engineering. For that starting point, for that I need SQL. That's why I joined this class.
Yeah, thank you, Puneet. Sandeep?
Hello, Mukesh. Good morning to all. This is Sandeep Chavan. I have total 5 year of experience. I work as a data analyst, and I want to enhance my skill in SQL. That's why I joined this class.
Yeah, thank you, Sandeep.
Thank you.
Srijit?
Hi all, I'm Srijit. I have 5+ years of experience, and just to advance my skill in SQL Server, I have joined this course.
Yeah, thank you, Srijit.
Thank you.
Surinder?
Yeah, hi, all, good morning. This is Surendra. I have 5.5 years experience. So I need to like explore my skills in different technologies.
Yeah, thank you, Surinder. Varsha? Varis?
Mukesh, uh, I'm Varas. I'm from Hyderabad. So basically, I worked as integration, data integration operations administrator. So currently, I'm looking for data engineering position. So I'm looking for something like learning for approach of building the competitive SQL coding. So it is a basic first round in product-based companies. So this should be helping, I believe.
Yeah, thank you, Varis. So I think, Avina, you can unmute yourself, right? Avina, you can hear me? I think Avina had some issue. Okay, not an issue. So I know. So someone had some good experience in the SQL, and someone have beginner level. So I will start from the beginner level, and if anyone have that topic, whatever I covering, good knowledge. So just you can keep listening, or if you have any question, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So today I will start very basic, okay, in the SQL. So first I will start how you can install the database, how you can install the Microsoft SQL. So I will guide you how you can install. That is a very basic step to learn the for the practice purpose. And after the training session, if anyone required help to installation of the Microsoft SQL Server in your laptop or something, if you face any issue challenging, just you can send the error message or something. If you face are not able to install, you can WhatsApp me personally, or you can put the message in the group. So I will help to installation part. So please make sure you complete the installation today in dot per day, because starting from the tomorrow you need to be do some practice, and if you face any challenging, so just you can let me know. So before starting the session, I'm just giving you the overview of the platform. So I will upload all this recording into the what pandeyguruji.graphic.com, where you can access all this training material. So let me share some demo where we can access all the training material, where we can download the training material. So allow me 2 minutes. Let me join as a participant so I can show you. So anyone downloaded the material from this website for the today session? Can anyone confirm?
No, like couldn't download.
Okay, okay. How you can download?
Can you share the link to download?
So link is only you once you logged into pandeyguruji.graphic.com, and let me show you how you can download it. So let me ping you this. This is the link only where you can log in with the email ID, whatever they use for the enrollment. And once you logged into pandeyguruji.graphic.com, let me share this screen. So let me share with the participant so you can able to. I think some can anyone confirm you able to view my screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mukesh ji.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so basically when you logged into pandeyguruji.graphic.com, you can able to see left panel or community. So this is the basically whatever the course you enroll. So that will be coming on this side. So like for example, suppose you can see here, this is the uh, coming next. So tomorrow session is the whatever the session is there 7 to 9. You can see the here. You can also join the link by using this. But don't join because we have some Zoom meeting. So I will share the team meeting by mail. But when you click the whatever the link we have, so just you can click the basic of the database. So this is the today session. Okay. So basic of the database, SQL and SQL languages. So here you can see here some of the file is there, like introduction to SQL and database. So once you click on introduction to SQL and database, you can click on this file, and this is the file is available. So you can see here. So I will enable to, because once you this session is completed, then you able to download it. But you can see before the session also all the file is there, and we also have some type of the here SQL discussion, DML, or other files also. If anyone not able to download, I can share also the mail. Okay, all these documents. If you want all the document via the mail, because this is all the PDF file. But if you can see this type of the link is there. Okay, so here we have some type of the reference like how to download and install the Microsoft SQL Server. So once you click on this one, you will get some link. Link is not working. I can share the link. So do you want to download from the here, or do you want to create some Google Drive where I can upload and all guys are access? Just give me. So what do you want? I can do Google Drive also on daily basis. Any suggestion from anyone?
Yeah, it is okay to give the Google Drive access because I try to download that MS SQL Server. I'm getting an
Mhm.
error like Windows Management Instrumentation is failed. I don't know why.
Okay, so that is the you downloading the SQL Server Management Studio, right? So that error.
No, I'm downloaded that MS SQL Server, and
Mhm.
when I just try to configure it, I'm getting an error that Windows Management Instrumentation getting failed.
Okay, so you can connect. You can ping me after this session anytime. So based on my ability, we can connect together, and I will see the what exactly error we have, and I will solve your question,
All right,
whatever
Mukesh.
error. Okay.
Thank you.
So okay, no problem. So I will what I can do. I will create the Drive link, Google Drive link, and I will upload the all the documents and assignment also, so you can access via the drive also. Okay,
Right.
I'll provide the access to Google Drive. Okay, so Let me start with the today's session. So basically, the today is the first how you can install the Microsoft SQL Server. So this is the free version available in the Microsoft website. So just you can download from the Microsoft team. So just you can go into Google, okay, like and download SQL Server 2019. So first you need to be try to with the SQL Server 2019. Okay, so once you click on this link, so just you can save this link. Let me ping on the chat window. So just you can save in your local machine. Okay. So first you can download this SQL Server from the Microsoft website. So here if you go down here, we have the developer version and we have the express version is there. So just you can click on a download now. Okay. So I will send the one I have one reference video also so you can just go to a step by step and you can download. I will email via the all the video on the mail so you can follow the step. The second step is the you can after the installation of the SQL Server, you can also download the SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, so this is the SQL Server Management Studio link. So you need to download both, and once both are downloaded, you able to connect the SQL Server Management Studio. I will also share the link for this also how you can install the both. So two steps you require, and once the installation is completed, then the third step you require to install the database. Okay, so just you can keep focus how you can install the database. So this is the database. Is very important just for the practice purpose. Okay, so whenever we're doing some practices, you need to be install the database. So there, the database you have the adventure work database where we can download. So I will put the file in the Google Drive. So that file you need to be downloaded. Just extract into your local machine that have some Excel file and one have the SQL file. Okay, so let me show you some example how the file look like so you can able uh, to do it. So the file so once you downloaded the file, I will upload this file in the Google Drive. Okay, so so you can see all we have the Excel file, and please do not open all the Excel files. So just you can open one. We have the SQL file is there. That is the install database. Okay, so once you open the install database after the connection Microsoft SQL Server, and here we have some type of the path change in line number 39. So just you can go back and copy this path. Okay, so just you can copy this path and just you can replace this path. So don't replace the forward slash here. Okay, otherwise it got failed. And here you need to put the some database name like SQL 11th June batch. Okay, so you can put the database name here, and after the database name changing, two changing is required. I'm repeating again. Just you can replace with the path and change the database name. After that, just you can go with the query, and we have the SQL CMD mode. And once you click on the query SQL CMD mode, okay, it got highlighted with the gray, okay, and error message will got resolved. The next step is just you can execute the code. So once you execute the code, this database will be created in the our laptop with the real-time data. Okay. Anyone have any question? So you need to be follow these three steps before starting the working on the SQL. Anyone have any question?
Now we are clear.
Okay. So just you can try to install the SQL Server and SQL Server Management Studio and real-time database. And if you face any challenging to installation part, you can message me personally as well. Okay, so based on my ability, I will connect and I will solve this. So it will take few minutes, 2 to 3 minutes to install the database. So once the installation is completed, I will show you how the data will look like. So anyone in the team, anyone install the Microsoft SQL Server, already have the Microsoft SQL Server in machine? Anyone using this one?
Yes, I already have
Yes,
installed.
yes, we are having. I'm having.
Okay, okay, great. So anyone used before the Adventure Work database for the practice?
No.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this installation is completed. It will take, I think, few minutes. So before, so let me complete this one. So now let me start with the some basic of the SQL. Okay. So uh, so anyone have what is the SQL and what is the NoSQL? Anyone have answer? What is the difference between SQL and NoSQL?
No, SQL is unstructured and SQL is structured.
So what is the difference between the structure and unstructured?
Structured having a tables, unstructured having not only tables, having graphs and images. Please correct if it
Yes,
is wrong.
yes. Yes, correct. So basically, whatever the structure and what is the structure is the basically the data have the on structure. Like if you inserting the if you getting the data like the some employee join the organization, so we need to be insert the employee ID, employee name, and the salary. First, unstructured means the data doesn't have the structure form. Like if you something you putting the post into the LinkedIn, okay, or something the Facebook. So each individual have own way to represent something. Okay, so there is no a structure of data. So basically, SQL is the structure query language, which is the used into the relational database, but NoSQL basically used into the non-relational database. So we learn here for the relational database, like the if you learn here a SQL, you can utilize into all the relational database. Like we have the Microsoft SQL Server, we have the Oracle, we have the MySQL, etc. So basically, SQL is the structured query language which is used to store, manipulate, and retrieve the data in the database. So this is the very simple, means very basic of the SQL, but I'm just giving you to overview of this PPT. So I will also share. So sometimes it's required for the beginner, but if you have the knowledge, that is very good. So basically, through the SQL, you can execute the query again, the database, retrieve the data in the database, create the data in the database. So basically, all the operation in the database we can do through the SQL only. So basically, when we talk about the Vinay asking to download, have to select developer. You can select the developer version, Vinay. Okay, you can try to install the developer version. So we have the different area for the SQL. You can jump to a career, like you can work with the BI engineer, Azure, AWS expert, big data, .NET developer, analytics manager. So this all area we have where we can utilize the SQL. Okay, so but SQL is the only programming language which is used in the IT in each and every profile. That is the reason SQL is a very important. So we have the Microsoft SQL Server, IBM DB2, Oracle, MySQL, Microsoft Excel. This is the all the relational database management system. So basically, what is the what is the relationship. Okay, so one to one or one to many we'll discuss while we learn the constraint in the detail. But anyone know when you what is the difference between master, temp db, model db, msdb database? This is the very important for the interview point of view, because whenever you create install the database, okay, so whenever you install the database, this four system database is all automatically created. One is the master, one is the temp db, third one is the model msdb. Anyone have knowledge what is the difference between master, model, msdb and temp db? What have the functionality? Anyone observe on the Microsoft SQL Server who already installed?
Yeah, I have some idea, but not completely. So basically, like MDB is like where we have the temporary tables or the temporary files or stored procedure or something. Uh,
Yeah.
and the master is the total configuration of the system and the complete system and the database backup basically. So that is the master basically.
Okay. So I will give you the complete overview. Okay. So basically, when we install this SQL Server, automatically four system defined database is installed. That is, the first one is the master database, second one is the temp database, third one is the model, and fourth one is the msdb. So basically, master database record all the system level information for the SQL Server. Like whatever the activity is happen, like suppose if you connected some user just connected now, some user disconnected, any new user is created. Each and every activity which is recorded under the master database. So the name since master, all the activity recorded by the master database. The next question is then why other four database available is there? So other four database also have the own functionality like model database. So basically model database stores the all the template of the database creation. What is the template? Template is the nothing but like for example, if you creating the table, so table should have at least one column name. Okay, so if you not put the column name and just you writing the create table name, and if you execute, it will throw an error. Then where the error is coming? Okay, so basically the model database they just validate that if you creating the table, all template is available for the table or not. So this all type of the activity is done by the model database. And the third one is the MSDB. Okay, so I think everyone heard about the job. Okay, so what is the job? Job is the nothing but we need to automate some process. Okay, automation process means suppose if you generating the some report, or if you running the code hourly basis or the weekly basis or monthly basis or daily basis, whatever. So without doing the manual on daily basis or weekly basis, we can schedule a job on the particular time. For example, if you want to run the code or the query one morning 8 a.m. or evening 7 p.m., then you can schedule the job. So while we scheduling the job, what time the SQL code should be executed, that all the activity will take care by the MSDB. So this all the information are going to save into the MSDB. So MSDB are basically SQL Server agent for the scheduling the job alert. Okay. Any question? Anyone? No. Okay, now the next one is the temp DB. So temp DB is basically hold the temporary data, what just discussed. So basically we have the functionality to, I will show you in the future classes how you can create the temporary table, how you can create the temporary store procedure. So basically if you want to hold the data for the temporary point of view, we will use the temp DB. And whatever the table created, it automatically got dropped uh, when you close the SQL Server Management Studio. I will show you the example, real-time example, so you will better understand. Okay, so this is the system-defined database, and whatever the database you creating, okay, so that is the called the user-defined database. So basically, when you create any database on a server, that is called the user defined database, but which database is automatically available into the server, that is the system defined database. And the system defined database, we have only uh, four database, whatever I discussed. Okay, anyone have any question on this?
No.
Okay, fine. So this is all about the basics. So I created this installation part is done. So now you can see here, this database is created. So we have, once you create the database, so you can see this database is available. So just before going to start with the some more practical or some more part of this, so I'm just giving you some type of the overview of the SQL Server Management Studio. I know someone have the knowledge, but someone in the batch doesn't. Some first time they accessing. So once your installation is completed, okay, so connected. So just once you connected the SQL Server, we have the Object Explorer is there. So let me show you how you can connect also. So let me close this one. So let me start from the beginner. So once you open the SQL Server Management Studio, okay, so we have the pop-up like coming like this. Okay, so just server name, whatever the instance name you put into the while we installation part, you can just it automatically populate. But sometimes it not populate, then you can put the or laptop name and the instance name, whatever you put it into the installation part. Okay, so like I put it the Mukesh Pandey, and keep window authentication, and just you can connect it. Okay, so once your connection is done, you can see in left side we have the all the database name which is already created into this laptop. And after that, so if you want to connect the multiple server, so when we work in the real time, we can connect the multiple server. Okay. So anyone know what is the difference between the server and the database? What is the difference between the server and database? Anyone have any
Server can
question?
hold a multiple database. Server can hold a
Yes.
multiple database.
Okay. Yeah. Great. So basically, server is the place. So I'm just giving you the some real time example. Anyone know? Anyone here don't know what is the server and the database? Anyone? Anyone don't know what is the server?
Yes,
I think
please explain.
okay. So basically, the server is the place where we can hold the database. Okay. So like for example, if you talk about the real time, like for example, one of employee working in the Priyanka. Let's say example the Priyanka. So Priyanka is working on the some organization like ABC organization is there. So ABC organization is the, for example, cyber tower. We have the four tower: Tower A, Tower B, Tower C, and Tower D. Okay, so ABC organization is Tower A, cyber tower, and Priyanka is working ABC organization Tower A. But if I going to search the Priyanka in Tower B and Tower C, okay, so we cannot find out. Okay, the reason is Priyanka is working in Tower A. So the entire cyber tower is the server, and Tower A, Tower B, Tower C, Tower D is the database. Okay, so you can also sometimes we can also build a tower D also in the cyber tower. Okay. In the same way, in the server is the tower, cyber tower. Okay. So in the server, we can hold multiple database. Okay. And whatever the data is available in the particular data or the table, we can find out. For example, suppose I have this data server name is the EC laptop 313, and there are 10 databases created. Like we have this some database you can see here, and different server we have, different database. But if you try to access some of the data, like database, we have the SQL, SQL June batch. So suppose I have created one table in the SQL June, but if I try to access with this other database, like for example, test database, okay, so you cannot access that table. So whatever the table is available into the database, so in the server hold the multiple database, and the database we have the multiple table or multiple object is there. Okay. Hope you all guys got clear what is the difference between the database and the table and the server.
Yes,
Anyone have any questions?
no, thank you.
Okay, so while we working in the database, just keep focusing which database you created the table, and which database you just, for example, suppose I created this database now, and how you can see how many table is there. So just you can go here after the creation is done. We have the refresh button here. Okay, so once you click on the refresh button, it will take some time to expand it, to refresh it, because sometimes if your installation is done and database name will be not reflect till the you refresh is not completed. So sometimes the student is trying to message me, sir, the database is not showing in the left panel, it's completed successfully. So always try to refresh. So here we have the database name, like just now I installation is done, SQL 11 June batch. And once you click on the plus icon here, we have all this table. Okay, so you can sys table. Okay, sys dot tables. Okay, so you will find the all the table name here, whatever the table is available. So if you look up the any of the table, like for example, select star from game customer. So you can see this all the data is available. We have the customer key, we have the we have total thousand of records. We have lot of the table. So practice purpose. So whatever that also whatever the pointing a table that is available in all this table. So you can see fact internet sales is there. We have the more than 60,000 record in this table. So I think this is to start the practices. So just I'm just repeating again. Just you can try to complete this activity by today, end of the day, or tomorrow end of the day. So you can do practices on starting from the Monday. My voice is breaking. Can you all are facing the issue?
Now it is fine.
Yeah,
Now
now
it is fine.
Abhinay, I think the issue from our side. So can you check our internet connectivity? I think. Okay, so basically, this is the basically you able to view my screen as well, right?
yes, we can able
Yes,
to.
yes, yes.
Okay, so we have couple of options available in the Microsoft SQL Server. Uh, so basically, we have the if you want to open the new window, So just you can click on the new query here. Okay, so here you can write the code. So once you write the code, you can also also save all the file. Like suppose if you're doing some type of the activity and if you the activity is not completed, but if you want to leave or shut down the machine, like for example I return some this one, so you can just go here and save all, or you can just also if you click this one, it will ask you to save the file. If you click on the X, they will ask where you can save this file. So you can just save this file, and when you tomorrow start the working, just you can double click on that file, so it automatically open in the SQL server. And here the option you need to be select the database. So there are two tab option is available. So once you select the database, and if you click on the new query, it automatically database will be selected. But if you directly select database and if you click on new query, automatically master database will be selected. But if you want to work with the particular database, just you can use the database name here. SQL 11 June batch is there. Okay, so and for the execute the query, you need to just click on the execute button. Like suppose if you want to run this part of the code, any of the code, let me close unwanted that window is open. Let me know if I'm little bit faster, or can I go slow? My rhythm is correct, or can I go slow? Let me know if no one can understand anything. You can just stop me. I will repeat again and again till you're not able to understand it. Okay.
Sure.
So basically, when you write the code of the, if you execute, it will execute all the code. Like suppose if you executed this code, like suppose if you have multiple line of the code is there, like select star from select internet sales, select star from deeming customer. Okay, so if you execute the code, the both code will be executed here. Okay, but without if you don't want to execute the both the code, just you can select the code here, and whatever the code is selected, whatever the line is selected, uh, uh, just you can execute it. So while we executing, if you want to cancel the code, you can just here we have the red button that you can cancel. So now if you execute this button, and this code will be executed, this code will be not executed. So this is the basic functionality of the SQL Server. You should know. Okay. So now if you want to cancel the execution part, if something taking too much time, if you put it some wrong, here we have the cancel the code, that you can cancel the code. So basically, when you run the code, by default, it will show in the grid format like the Excel format. But if you want to save the data into the text format, we have this option is there. You can see result to text is there. So once you click the result to text, and if you execute the button, the output is come on the text format. Now you can see the output is coming in the text format. If you want to save directly this data to the some Excel format, okay, so there are two way to do. First, you can just click on this by default grid format. Okay, so once you executed it, just you can click on the corner option. Okay, so just you can here. Let me complete the execution part. So once you click on this right corner, all data will selected. Just you can right click and copy with the header, and you can paste to the Excel file. The alternate way is there. So just you can select the code, and we have the third option, result to file. Okay. So in the result to file, uh, just you can click on the result to file, and once you click the execute button, it will ask you to save the file. Okay, so just you can give the file name, and all file dot extension, like I'm giving the text dot csv. Okay, so it will save in the csv file in the whatever the path is given. So all the data will be saved into the csv file. So this is the basic functionality is available to work with the. We'll discuss more in the future. In the what whenever we start the discussion. Okay. So anyone have any question till now or anything want to discuss? Repeat again something.
We are good.
Okay, fine. Okay, so how many SQL languages is there? Anyone have idea what is the SQL language?
Like DDL, DML, like that one, you know.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
So what is the DDL? What is the DML?
Data definition language, data manipulation language.
What is the difference between DDL and what is the difference between DML?
Data definition like will create, insert, will come like DML like update, delete, those things will come. I'm not much clear, but I know like basics.
Very good.
DDL is for defining the table, so it may be a structure. So DML comes at the part of updating the handling the data.
Ah, yes, good. Anyone? Any more?
DTL has
Yeah, DDL.
So basically, DML, DDL, and TCL is also there. So basically,
Yes.
there are four.
there are
Yes.
5. DQL is also there.
Yeah.
DQL, DCL, DDL, DML, TCL.
Yeah. I think everyone able to give my right.
Yeah.
Okay, so SQL languages. So is there basically 5 types is there. One is the DQL. Second one is the DDL, DML, TCL, and DCL. So I will go with the detail because for the basic point of view, this is the very important for the basic interview point of view. Also, when you attend any type of the interview, the first question definitely you will get related to the SQL languages. So I will provide you the some type of the interview question which I have already prepared. So just can go with the some practical example as well. Okay, so just allow me 1 minute. Okay, please. Okay, so I'm back. So can just give me confirmation you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, we are able to hear.
Okay, so we are discussing about the SQL languages. Okay, so let me share my screen. I think able to view my screen, right?
Yes.
So basically, the SQL we have the five type of the languages there. First one is the data query language, which is the come under the select statement. The second one is the data definition language, which is the we have the create, alter, drop, truncate, and the rename. Third one is the DML operation. So DML operation we have the data manipulation language. So DML we have the insert, update, delete, and the fourth one is the TCL, commit, rollback, and the save point, and the fifth one is the DCL. So I will discuss this all in the detail because this is a very important for the interview point of view and also the working point of view as well. So I will go with the some first the theoretically part. Okay, so what is the exactly DDL, DML, and then I will jump to the practical as well. How we can work with the DDL, how we can work with the DML. What is the major difference between the truncate, delete, and the drop? So all this I will discuss in the detail. So first one is the data definition language. Okay, so DDL is the basically uh, used to impact the object structure. Okay, so basically, what is the object? Anyone have idea? Not in the related to the SQL only. What is in the general also? What is the object? Can anyone have answer? What is the object? So basically, the object is the component of the anything. Like for example, if you talk about the building, we have the different pillar is the object of the building. So in the same like the SQL server or database, we have the different object which is the come together and build a database. Like for example, we have the table, store procedure, function, trigger. So this all is the object of the database. So for the just whatever you creating the object or whatever the impacting on the object level, that is the called the data definition language. Like you can create the data, you can create the table. So you
Voice
can
is
rename
breaking.
the. Now it's fine.
Yeah, fine.
So you can rename the store procedure. See, so this is all impact on the object level. Okay. So this is the called the data definition language. So the command for the SQL that are used to create the database object, alter the structure of the database object, and delete the database object. That is the called the data definition language. And create, alter, drop, truncate, rename, and comment are come under the data definition language. So you cannot create the data like okay. So whatever the impact on the data level, this is called the DML. So this is the major difference between the DDL and DML. DDL will be impact on the object level, but the DML will be impact on the data level. Like if you inserting the data, like for example, some Srijit is there on employee join in the organization and he resigned from the organization. Okay, so we need to be remove the data. Sometimes some of the employee like we have the Avinay who updated the mobile number. So you need to be update the mobile number in the database. So you not doing any activity related to the object level. You doing the activity to the data level. So whenever whatever the activity you doing to the data level, that is the come under the DML, data manipulation language, and whatever the activity you doing in the object level, this is the DDL command. So DML, we have the insert, update, and delete. You cannot insert the table, right? You cannot uh, uh, something delete the table. So you need to delete the data. Okay, so that is the reason insert, update, and delete is come under the data manipulation language. So you can keep the memorize that insert, update, and delete. Sometimes while we attend the interview, they will ask you the question, insert come under the which SQL languages. So you need to be remember that insert will come under the data manipulation language. Any question from anyone? So if you have the good strong in the basic, this is uh, very good impact on the interview. So if you attend the interview and if you're not able to solve the question on the basic of the SQL languages also, okay, definitely they will reject you because this is a very basic thing you need to be always remember. Anyone question what is the DML, what is the DDL? Got it? Yes, no?
Yeah, we are clear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so now the third one is the data query language. So basically data query language, we have the querying the data. This is the read-only data. So we have the select statement, where clause, order by clause. So this is the basically use the querying the data. That is the data query language. The third one is the DCL, data control language. Okay, fourth one. So data control language is basically this activity is done by the database administrator team. If someone join in the organization and we need to be provide some privilege of the data, uh, we have to provide some read-only access in the database. We need to take the some whatever the database they have the access we need to take back. So all this type of the activity is come under the DCL command, data control language, and that is the grant. Grant is the basically used to just giving the privilege, and revoke is the basically taking the back of the privilege. Now the last one is the transaction control language, TCL. So TCL is the basically used just for the commit and the rollback. Okay, so commit is the nothing but save the data. Like whatever the you updated the data, it automatically got saved. But if you did some type of the mistake, suppose I want to update some 50,000 salary, but I wrongly updated as 40,000 salary for the particular employer. So how you can revert back in the SQL? So that is the come under the rollback. I will show you practically also how you can work with the commit and the rollback. So rollback is nothing but the something the undo we doing, reverting back whatever we committed. So this is all the transaction control language. I will discuss in the future what is the difference between truncate, delete, and drop. So before starting to going to truncate, just you can go with the one by one, how we can work with the DDL command, how we can work with the DML command. So I will first start with the DDL, then I will start with the DML. Okay, so if anyone have any question, please let me know. So just you can start. I will share all this SQL file. I will create one Google Drive and whatever the PPT and whatever the SQL file I'm discussing here, I will upload into the Google Drive where you can download and you can open it on our machine and you can do the you can start doing the practices. Okay. So let me share a SQL Server Management Studio and we can start with this. First, we can start with the DDL. Database object means the type of the database object. Database object in the means the component of the database. Okay. So types of not the types of the database, the component of the database. Like component is the basically table. Table is the component. Store procedure, function, trigger, constraint. This is the all the object of the database. Got it, Puneet? Okay. So let me start with the some basic DDL command. So basically, when we work with the comment, okay, so comment is the basically used to just for the just giving the information point of view. Like when we developing the code, whatever the logic you applied, okay, or so based reusability point of view. So if any other user, okay, so any other developer, if they access the database or they access the code, they can easily understand what exactly code is doing. Like same in the Excel file, we putting some type of the comment. So whenever who reading the file, they can understand what exactly happened. Like for example, if you creating the database, I put it the create database. So uh, comment is the basically you can use the single line comment and the multiple line comment. So single line comment is basically just you can use the double dash. Okay, there is also option is available in the Microsoft SQL Server is there. Just you can put something like, for example, if you want to do today something like today is 11th June. Okay, so something if you want to comment this one, just you can put the cursor here, and here we have the comment out of the selected line. So just you can click it, it got commented. Multiple line you can also comment like today the like for example first session is there. Okay, so we have the three line. So just you can put the forward slash star, and the end of the line you can just put the star and the backward slash. So this all three line got commented. So I will use this comment option in the entire training program. So you can basically understand the code very easily. So while we creating the database, so the first command is the create statement. Then I will discuss with the alter, then drop, and then I will discuss with the truncate. So basically, create statement is the use to just create the database, create the table, or create any type of the object. So just you can put the create database and the database name like test Mukesh something is there. So if you create the database and execute it, so your database got created. So now you can go in the left panel, you can see the test Mukesh is got created. So we in the real time, when we work in the real time, if you can select, we have the more than 100, 200 real-time databases there. So sometimes it SQL Server Management Studio got hang if you click here because this is the local environment. So we have only 10 databases there. But in the real time, sometimes we have the 100, 200 databases available. So if you want to select a database, you can also use the use command is there. So if you want to use this database, just you can put the database name. So now you can see here, and now it's showing the master. But if you use database name and if you select it, the database name automatically will reflect here. So you can see it got reflected automatically. Text Mukesh is reflect automatically. Okay. So now you can see a database got selected. So whatever the table you going to create, all the table will be available into this test Mukesh database only. Okay. So now the next one is the creating the table. Okay. So creating the table, we have the create table and the table name. And within the table name, you need to be passed the column name with the data type. Whatever the data type you're going to insert, like integer data type, varchar data type. So anyone have idea what data type you use into the SQL? What is the difference between the varchar and varchar? What is the difference between the int, big int? Anyone have knowledge on data type?
Uh,
Yes, varchar is used to insert the like names.
Mm-hmm.
In varchar is used to insert like kanji, Arabic, like another language like Telugu. Also, we can use to we can
Yes, yes,
insert with
great.
n worker.
Yes, good. Okay. So that is the good. So basically, int is the basically used to store the integer data type. Varchar is basically used to store the character data type, but they can accept only English languages. If you have the other than English languages, like we have the Telugu, we have the Chinese, we have Japanese. For this type of the languages, you need to be use the n varchar. Okay. So NVRCare, they accept any of the languages, but the major major difference is they can store the multiple languages, and the second difference is they can store the multiple of the byte. Like for example, if you insert the 2 byte like MU, they will allocate it 4 byte and double whatever they inserted. Okay. The same way, where care whatever you inserted, they allocated that only. But what is the difference between the where care and care? Anyone have idea? Difference between
Where care is basically on the go and dynamically it will take the memory basically. Care is again some fixed memory.
yes, yes, great.
Yeah.
So for example, if you declare one variable, like for example, let me declare one a, and I'm putting the here 100. Okay, and other variable I am declaring the v, and I'm using the where here 100 like this, and declare a and b. So if you put something like if you setting the sum of the value like set at the rate a is equal to, so a is equal to, suppose I am putting the mukess. Okay, and I'm b also I'm putting the same thing. Okay, Mukesh. Okay. So, so basically, A is the care. So they allocate fixed memory. So whatever the length you put it, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, six length is put it. So they allocate all the six, whatever the 100 is there. So they allocate 100 byte in the A. But the B, they allocated only 6 byte. Okay, 6 byte plus additional 6 to 7 byte, like 12 byte is there, and they release the 88 byte in the memory. So always whenever we work with the database, why we allocate, because in the database also we have some limited spaces there. So always try to use the where care because of the they whatever the value you pass, that memory allocated, but the here they allocated the fixed memory. So another we have the like C is there at the rate C, and I'm declaring the n where care. Okay, so n where care 100, n where care 100, and the same thing if I set the Mukesh here. So basically they allocate C 6 plus 6 into 2, 12 plus additional 6 to 7 byte is there. So they allocate full 100. They allocate around 6 plus 7. You can take additional 7, like 13 byte is there, and they allocated 12 plus 7, something 19 byte is there. So this is the major difference between the care, where care, and the n where care. Anyone have any question on this? This is a very basic interview question. So you can keep try to focus on all the basic question as well. Anyone have any question on this? No?
No, you're good.
Okay. So basically, when we creating the table, whatever the data you require, just you can keep the table name, column name based on the data type. And whenever we have the integer data type with the big length, like mobile number, you can use the big int. And date time function is basically used to store the data type is basically used to store the date time column, like joining date, this type of the column. So once you create this table is available into this database, text Mukesh database. Okay, so if you want to access this database on this database like text Mukesh, you can able to access. Okay, but if you this table is created on particular this database, so you can see there is no data is available, but only a structure is coming. But if you select the different database, let's for example, I select the SQL 11 June batch. So this database will not available. Okay, so you can just keep focus what database you created the table, that database should be selected here. Otherwise, it will throw the error. Okay, so if you select the multiple column, you can use the comma separated column name. So you will see the particular that column only. Like for example, I don't want to see the address one column. This is the create statement. Now, second one is the alter statement of the DML. So alter statement is the basically used to uh, alteration of the any of the table. Yeah, Priya, tell me what doubt here. You can unmute yourself. You can talk, no problem.
Okay, actually, just now you explained that we should remember in which database we have stored the table. But
Yes, yes,
if we forgot and if we use another database, it throw error, right? Then how
yes.
can we recognize in which database that table has stored?
Okay,
Like,
so
yeah.
in the real time, whenever whatever the database you have, so like for example, you need to be then search it. Okay, there is no option is there. So just before I think you remember, like if this table is available or not. So just we have the one query that is the select star from sys object, or you can table searching. You can use the sys tables. Okay, so just you can keep this code. Okay, let me ping you in the chat window. So this code will be give the complete whatever the table is available. So just suppose if I want to search all the table in this database, what table is available. So just you can execute this code. You can see this table is available. So you can see whatever the table I created, this table is not available. You can also put the order by clause. This order by one. I will discuss in the future what is the order by clause if you don't know. So this is got order in the alphabetic order. So my database name is my table name is the student table. So you can see the student table. If you go here, this table is not available. So you can search what other database. So if you can see here, this database we have only one table is created just now. So this table. So like this only you able to search it.
Yeah, we can use where clause also, like with the name.
You also use the name, but if you don't, sometimes if you don't know exactly the table name also, so we have wildcard character. That all I will discuss in future. No worry.
Thank you.
Okay, so basically, after the creation of the table, if you have the requirement to alter the database, okay, sorry, alter the table, we can use the alter statement. Okay, so alter is basically alter the existing table. Like this table is already created. If you want to update some type of the structure of the column or the like, for example, if you want to add the column, so for example, I want to add the one additional column, marks column is there. So just you can use the alter table name and add column and the column data type. So once you execute this, the column will got added. So you can see this column is so this column is available in this database. Sorry, this table. So now you can see mark column got added. I'm adding one more city column is there. Okay, so city column. Suppose I added city is the 5, and after the adding of the column, we realize that this column city have some city name is the more than 5 letters. So if you have more than 5 letters, the data will be not inserted into a particular table. So how we can increase the length of the table on the existing table. So to check the table structure, okay, so we have the one inbuilt store procedure. You can use the sp underscore help table name, or you can also use the alt F1. So you can find the complete structure of the table. Okay, so what when the table is created and what is the length is available. So you can see this sheet have the length 5. You can store up to 5 letter only. But after that, you realize that you need to be increase the length. Okay, so you can also increase the length anytime without dropping the table. So just you can put the alter table name. Okay, alter column name, and you can put the new data type. Like I want to put the where get 200 on the CT column. Okay, so if you execute this one, data got altered, and you can, if you execute this, you can see now previously this was the 5, now it's showing the 200. So anytime you can increase the length of the column. Okay, any question from anyone?
No, you're good.
I know this is a very basic, so today is the basic only. Okay, so I think someone know. Anyone know all these things before?
Yes.
Okay, so basically, when we alter the table, and if you have the some type of the if you want to drop the data, okay, so you can drop the database, or anytime you have the drop database name. You can also drop the table. Just you can use the drop table name. Just this is only for the knowledge point of view. We're not renaming the table, because if you rename the table, might be impact on the all the object where the table is used. So if you, we also have the inbuilt store procedure, that is sp rename database. You can rename the database anytime. You can rename the table name. You can rename the column name. So the next one is the DML. We already discussed the DDL. Now we have the DML. DML is the basically we have need to be insert, update, and delete the database. Okay, so before starting to the insert, anyone, what is the identity column? Anyone have the knowledge? What is the identity column is there? What is the identity rule is there?
So basically, to like to get the IDs in order, or the uh, rows in order, with, how do I explain?
Order in the sense mean the proper order, like ascending or descending, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
No, that is not the correct. Any other? We have the what is the identity?
Identity is to increase the row number. Like if we give 1 and 1, right? So it will take 1, 2, 3. So employee ID get increased by row.
Yeah, yeah, something. Yeah. So basically, identity is the
And
rule. Yeah.
in the column, it
Uh-huh.
automatically takes, we no need to insert any
Yes, correct.
value while inserting. If we
Yes,
want to
correct.
insert the value, we we have set of rules to insert. We have command to insert. So identity insert, if we set identity insert on, then we can give random numbers other
Yes,
than automatic.
yes, correct, correct. So basically, identity is the rule which is the used to automatically insert the data in a particular column. So when we use the identity, and whatever the incremental value we pass, the automatically data will be inserted into that particular column. So basically, this particular column will use for the primary key. Means there is no duplicacy is there. So for the uniqueness purpose, we will use the identity column, and this is the rule we can apply in a table. So for example, I'm creating the table employee employee ID, employee name, employee salary. And if I set the identity rule on the employee ID column, it automatically data will be inserted. So this is the starting value in identity, and this is the incremental value. Okay, so if you want to start with the one, it will be start with the one, and this is the incremental value. If you want to start with the 100, it will start with the 100, and the one will be automatically incremented. Okay, so uh, let me create this table. So now you can see this table is created employee table, and if you want to insert the data, so now you can see there is no data inserted. Okay, so uh, to inserting the data manually. Okay, so this type of the activity in the real time we're not doing, but I will show. I'm just going to show you how you can insert the manually as well. So just you can use the insert into table name and values, and the year you need to pass the name and the salary only. The reason is employee ID is automatically set the identity rule. So when you insert the first row, you can see automatically employee table we have the data inserted with the employee ID one, and later whatever the data will be inserted, the employee ID have the automatically data got inserted. And second one is the while we manually inserting, by default it taking considering all the column, like we not pass here the column, but if you don't have the information of the second column, like for example we have the employee name and employee salary, we don't know the what is the salary of the Khushbu. If you try to insert the value here, you will get the error. The reason is we have the two column employee name and employee salary, but we inserting only Khushbu. So the SQL engine not able to understand which column where we need to be insert the Khushbu. To solve this question, this problem, you need to be pass here the which column you want to insert it. Okay, so here we need to be insert into the employee name column. So if you insert the employee name column, employee salary will be got inserted as the null value because we not supplied the value. Okay, so you can see we not supplied the value, so automatically null will be inserted. In the same way, if you don't know the name, if you want to salary, you want to insert the only salary, so just you can pass the employee salary column here. So now you can see data got inserted. So this is the manually we can insert the data, but in the when we work in the real time, we're not doing this type of the manual, because if you have the million of the record or something record, so it's very difficult to type manually and insert the value. So now let me select the real time database, and suppose if you want to copy the data from the existing table to the new table. Okay, so this type of the activity we're doing in the real time. Suppose if you have the file into the Excel file or the any file, so basically in the real time, anyone know how data is generated in the table? We're not doing the manual data insert into database. Anyone know, have idea how data is generated into table? Anyone who working in the
So,
IT? I think.
so basically, it can be either be loaded through any ETL process, or
Mhm.
it can be taken from any source directly, like and loaded on daily basis, something like that.
Yes, yes. So this is the whatever the Srijit you discussed. This is the 10% of the data will coming from the different sources, uh, like some data is in the Excel file, some data in the other database flat file we have. So we have the ETL process that need to be load the data, but 10% of the data only loaded, 10 to 20%. Remaining 80% data will be generated from the application. Okay, so
Mhm.
each and every organization have the application and they have the end user. Okay, like for example, if you are the user of the, suppose any of the insurance company, or any of the like you have the account on the bank. Okay, so whenever you accessing the application, all the column, whatever the application have, they integrated with the backend table. Okay, so like for example, if you open the new account in the bank, the banker what will do, they fill the all the information in online. So whenever they submitted the data, automatically data will be inserted into the backend table. Okay, and if you update the column, if you update the mobile number, if you updated the address, the banker what they do, they updated the address or the something in the to the front end application, it automatically data will be triggered into the backend table, and data will be updated. So like this 80% data will be generated through the directly from the user. Okay, so we're not doing any type of the manual insert in the data. We have some the automation process, but we need to be copy the data from the one table to another table. We need to be move the data. We need to be filter the data. So this all activity will done by the SQL developer. Hope and all got clear, right? How data is generated.
Yeah, so when we said it is automatically generated to the backend, so it should be either by a scheduled, or is there any other process which we
So
need to do?
so basically we have the two type of the database. Okay, so I think you heard about the OLAP and OLTP.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So database, if you have the access to the data warehouse, data warehouse doesn't have the real-time database. It will might be one day back database, depend on the company or the whatever they have the job is scheduled. But transactional database, we have the real-time database. So if you
Okay.
submit now the any of the updated the mobile number, immediate it will reflect into the table within
Okay.
the second. Okay, in
Okay.
transactional database. But if you work into the Power BI developer or the reporting or data analyst, we don't have the access of the transactional database. Always we have the access of the data warehouse.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
basically, when we work with the data real-time database, sometimes we have to copy the data from one table to another table. Okay. So like for example, I have this table, dim customer table is there, and this database is the core database. And if you anyone provided some type of the data analysis point of view, you're doing some type of the analysis. Okay, so you need to do some type of the R&D. You need to do some type of the modification. Okay, so if you update directly data into this dim customer, it will impact to the all the developer, all the user. Okay,
Okay.
so without impacting this database, what you can do, you can create the duplicate of the table. Okay, so so if you talk about this table, if you select Alt plus F1, if you select this Alt plus F1 or SP help text, you can see this table have the lots of column, lots of data is available. So through the manual, it is not possible. So copy the data from the existing table. Just you can put the star into new table name, and just from this table. So when you execute one line of the code, automatically this duplicate of the table got created. So now you can see this duplicate table got created. Okay. Again, if you want to create the same name of the same duplicate table, you will get an error. The reason is one table name cannot create with the same name. Okay, so you can see this already object name table. They consider SQL engine as the object. See, this name is already available. If you want to create again duplicate, you can give the different name like dup2 something is there. So you can create multiple duplicate table. Got it? How you can
Yeah.
create duplicate table?
Yeah.
Now, sometimes we have the requirement to create the column name only. Okay, like for example, I want to take the data from the different table, but I need the column name. So the first way you can use the create statement, customer key, geographical key, first name, last name. But you can also create by the some one line code is there. So here you can put the column name from the into table name, and just you can put the any false statement. Okay, any false statement in the sense where 8 is equal to 2. 8 cannot be equal to 2. You can put any statement like 5 is equal to 6, 7 is equal to 8, like this. So that structure will be copied, but data will be not copied. Okay. So if you put the false statement, now you can see the table is created with the column name only. There is no data is available. So if you don't want the data, if you want only the column name, then you can use this false statement. So this shortcut, this thing very required when you guys are started working on the real time. Okay. If you want the complete all the data, all the column name, okay, without data. Okay, so here if you want to copy all the column name, so you can see here the all the column got copied here. So this is a very important concept is there. If you copy the one table to another table, that column will be copied, but the primary key, whatever the foreign key is available, is not copied. Okay, so you can see here there is no primary key, foreign key is got copied. Only in, identity column will be copied. So this just you can note down. While we copy the column or while we creating the duplicate table from the existing table by using the into clauses, only the identity rule will be copied. No primary key, no foreign key will be copied. Got it clear about this? This type of the question you will get in the interview. Like they will put the scenario like suppose I am creating the duplicate table from the existing table. What will be copied? Primary key, foreign key will be copied or not? Okay. Any question from anyone?
So, sir, this primary key, all these keys come as part of this defining the table, right? That doesn't come as part of data. So, is there any way we define the table structure? We can copy the definition of the table.
No. So you need to be again if you want to primary key and foreign key, you need to be again create on the new table.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can also insert the data from the existing table. Okay, so like we have the existing table. So just you can like for example, let me create this table here. So if you create this table and if you insert the table, so you can insert the data from the existing table. Like for example, by using the select statement. This is a very basic thing. Okay, so just you can create the any table, and if you want to insert the data, just you can select the data from the existing table, like insert into table name, select the data from the existing table. So all the data will be inserted if you want to insert the data. So we have the this is the DML. Okay, so I'd not discuss the truncate and delete. I will discuss at the end of the session. But before discussing, we need to be discussed with the update statement. So updating the table. So for example, suppose I have the dim customer table is there. Okay, so if you updating the table, just you can use the update table name. Okay, update table name, and you need to use the set command. Okay, so set is basically used to setting the value. Okay, so suppose we have the data is the 11,000 employee key, we have the 90,000 yearly income. I want to change with the 70,000 or something is there. Just you can update the command, so the data will be reflect. Okay, so now you can see here. Okay, so 70,000 is updated. The second one is also if you want to update multiple column at a time. You can see middle name I want to set, marital status I will want to set as something like that. Just you can put the comma separated. So by default, if you can see here, this suppose if you close this window, okay, so like I'm accessing this window, any other user, now they access the table, they can see whatever the value is updated here, like last updated for the 50,000 for employee 11,000, okay, it got updated, or any other user they can access the access. And but suppose if you want to revert back, okay, can rollback will be work here? Can I roll back?
I don't
Anyone?
think so. It cannot roll back.
We
Why?
Can you
use
explain
y-
why? Actually, I tried this, but I could not. Is it work with only begin transaction and
Yes,
rollback, or
We need to use transactions here.
yes,
yeah?
that is a very important. Yeah.
But
So yeah,
one doubt, one small doubt. Sorry to
uh,
disturb.
no problem. Go ahead.
Is it really necessary to use begin transaction before inserting all the data, or we can
Yes.
roll back even without using begin transaction also?
So rollback will not work without begin transaction. This is the first thumb rule. Okay. So if you think that whatever I'm updating is 100% correct, and if you are 100% sure that it will not required to roll back, then only you can go with the without begin transaction. Okay. But in the real time, we always work with the begin transaction, whatever we updating the data, whatever we inserting the data, because sometimes if any unexpected error will be occurred, like for example, uh, this table view updating the record, and this table we have around 18,000 of the record is there, and after 8,000 record is updated, you got some unexpected error will be there. Okay, so 8,000 record is updated, 10,000 record is not updated. So as a developer, you it's very difficult to figure it out which data is updated, which data is not updated. So this is the reason whenever we doing this type of the update in the real time, always we will go with the begin transaction. So any error will be occur, automatically will got rollback. So to work with the rollback, if you execute this part of the code, you will get the error related that rollback transaction request has no corresponding begin transaction. So to work with the rollback, you need to be always start with the begin transaction. Otherwise, rollback will be not work. Got it? Let me show you one example here. Okay, so suppose I am creating one duplicate table. So I will not impact on this on the main table because I will use this table in the entire training. Okay, so you have the duplicate of the table. Now for example, if if I updated this 80,000 for the employee key 11,000, but I forget to put the where clause. So what will be happen? You can see all the data got updated in this table at the 80,000. Okay, so you can see 80,000 got updated. Now, if I come back with the roll back the transaction, it will not work. Okay, but if I put it the begin transaction, then the rollback will be work. So let me drop this table again and let me create. Okay, so whenever you created the updated with the begin transaction, and if you not put it the commit, so begin transaction if you use, so this should be always commit or the rollback till the uh, table will be locked. Okay, so now you can see I use the begin transaction, and within this window only you can see the data is got updated with the 80,000. Okay, now suppose different developer, or let me open this in the different window, so you can execute this one, you will not get an output. The reason is this table is got locked by this transaction, whatever transaction I use. Okay, so this is the also very important concept. So if you using the begin transaction, it means you lock the table. But if you not do it, so if you not did something commit or rollback, so if you want to roll back, yes, you can roll back. So once you execute the rollback here, it will got rollback and data will be reflected in this window also. Okay. So now you can see the original data, whatever data we have, it got rolled back, whatever they updated. But if you feel the 80,000 is correct, okay, so then you require the commit the transaction. Manually, you need to be save the transaction. Otherwise, data will be not saved. Again, if you try to execute this one, this table got locked. But if you commit the transaction, whatever you updated done, it got saved, and you can see all the employees updated 80,000. Okay, so if you're using the begin transaction, always you need to do either commit or either you need to do rollback. Okay, any question from anyone?
Yeah, one quick question. So, generally, where do we use these kind of conditions? Because either application is sitting over the database or something like that. So this kind of condition won't occur, right? Like rollback is not is it possible there. So
Okay,
where do we generally developers come into picture to do this kind of activity?
yes, that is a very good question. Yes. Okay, so basically, suppose if you have the large amount of the data need to be updated. So data is already inserted into the table, but the client requested you to some type of the update because the manually if you do something to the front end application, it requires lot of the time. So you need to be develop some SQL code script to update the data, bulk of the data, million of the record. In that situation, you can use the something like this type of the statement, update statement. So I think someone is working on the healthcare industry, right? Who work in the healthcare? I heard about. So suppose someone told me that I'm working in the healthcare industry. So a healthcare industry, they basically what will be happen? Basically, they increase the whatever the copay amount we have. Something is there. Some benefit is updated each quarterly basis or the some each yearly basis or half yearly basis. So basically, suppose now the previously is there 10% copay, but new plan is added. They increase the copay to 10% to 15%. So you need to be update for the all the member who enroll the plan. So for example, any organization like we have the company, healthcare company like Aetna or the United Health Group, they updating the 10 million of the member. So by using the manually through the application is very difficult to do. In that situation, you need to be create that script, the SQL code to pull the data in one table, and you need to be update, increase the plus whatever the copay payment have 10 plus 2, you need to be add. So this type of the logic you need to apply, and you need to while we updating the record into the core table, you need to be use the begin transaction. Okay, so I will tell you in the future classes how we can we have the session that is the error handling. So any type of the error will be occurred, automatically rollback will be done. No need to do manually. It automatically rollback will be executed. Rollback will be performed. That will be I will discuss. We have the error handling session. Okay, so no worry. Got it? What situation you will handle for us?
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Any more question from anyone? Okay, so
No,
now
clear.
okay, got it clear. So now the very important concept. I think most of you will get this type of the question on the while we attend the interview. That is the very common question. They will basically ask some concept point of view. What is the difference between the truncate and what is the difference between the delete? Okay. So anyone have idea what the difference between truncate and delete? Anyone from this session?
Yes.
Yeah, Priya, you can ask me what doubt you have.
Actually, that transaction topic is done over.
I just given you the TCL transaction. We have more in detail coming
Yeah, yeah.
session.
Actually,
Uh,
one more thing, not only commit rollback,
mhm.
save point is there, right? Sa-
That I will discuss in the detail. So
okay, okay, okay.
particular we have the error handling topic is there.
Okay,
So
okay.
we have the save point, how we can use some type of the print the message, because if what type of the error will occur you cannot figure it out. So how
Mm,
you
mm,
can
mm.
print the system message, that will be covered in detail.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so anyone have idea what is the difference between truncate and delete? Whatever you have knowledge, you can tell me.
Yes, can I tell?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Actually, what truncate will do is truncate will erase the, delete the data in the table, but not the structure. Whatever the columns and the table name will remain same, will
Mm-hmm,
remains, but the
mm-hmm,
data inside the table will get erased in one query, like
mm-hmm,
truncate table. In this, we do not use any where clause.
mm-hmm.
Coming to the
Okay.
deal, is it correct or not?
Yes, correct, correct. Fine.
Coming to the delete, here we can use where clause. We can delete the particular row which we want to delete, particular column, something
Yes,
like that. And
yes, yes.
whereas drop will delete entire the table. Once if we drop the table, that table we cannot roll back, or we cannot get the table again. This is my
Yeah,
knowledge.
fine.
Please explain.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good, good. So now, what is the truncate and the what is the delete? So basically, truncate is the and delete both are used to just remove the data. Okay, but the table structure will be there, and drop is will be used to basically permanently drop the table. So once you drop the table, you cannot access the table. But if you use the truncate and the delete, table structure will be there. So let me create one table. Okay, so that is the EMP table. So I use the identity column on the employee ID column. Okay, so once you create this table, and let me insert some of the data. So now you can see in this table we have this set the identity rule on this employee table. Okay, so we have the five record in the table, and some data is inserted. So what the Priyanka discussed, that we can use the where clause in the delete statement. So while we attend the interview, you can just tell that we can use the you can use the we can delete the remove the data row by row. Okay, by using the delete statement, in the sense you can use the where clause. For example, suppose I want to remove the data of the employee ID 2. You can use the where clause. So if you execute this one, you can see the data will be removed to employee. There is no data is available, but you cannot use the where clause into the truncate table. Okay, so entire table, if you want to remove the entire data, then only you can use the truncate. So if you try to run this part of the code, you will get an error. This is the first difference. The second difference is there. If you remove the all the data, now you can see the last identity value will be inserted is 5. Okay, so if you remove the delete, if you use the delete statement, the identity rule will be not reset. Okay, you can see this table doesn't have the data. Okay, this table doesn't have the data. Now I'm going to insert the new record. Okay, so it will start with the 6. Now they will start with the employee ID 6. Okay, because they not reset the identity rule. They always start with the whatever the left for the last inserted value. So last inserted value was left is the 5. Now it started with the 6. Now again they, if you insert, they will start with the 7. Okay, so delete will not reset the identity rule, but truncate will the reset the identity rule. So let me drop this table and do the truncate operation. So I'm inserting here. So now you have the 5 record is there in this table, employee table, and I'm going to perform the truncate operation. Okay, so truncate, if you perform the truncate operation, and now you can see the table doesn't have any of the record, and if you go to insert the new record, it always start with the 1. Okay, so it always start with the 1. So now you can see it started with the 1. So basically truncate will be perform, truncate will be reset the identity rule. This is the second difference. Now the third, which is the little bit advanced. If you tell this difference, it will put the good impact to the interview, because these two difference is the common, and 90% SQL or the database developer know this difference. So when you perform the delete, they lock row by row. Okay, let me create the more, insert more record. Okay, and so if you like, for example, I have this table. Let me consider large amount of data table so you can have better understand. Let me know if you no one can understand this concept, because this concept is very important, and if you able to answer this concept to the interviewer, it's very good impact. Okay, so basically if you perform the truncate, okay, if you perform, first we can talk about the delete. If you perform the delete on this table, okay, they lock one row, they remove this row, and they lock this row, they remove lock this row, they lock this row, and they remove this row. Basically lock delete will lock row by row, but when you perform the truncate, they lock entire table at a time. Okay, no need to be note down, I put this on the PPT. Okay, so let me show you the PPT definition so you will better understand. Okay, so basically truncate remove all row from a table, and they have the minimum log transaction. So the truncate, they can use transaction, they cannot use index view. Relocating with the storage, so you cannot use equal table. This second point. So you need to be tail this answer. Truncate is executing using a table log, but the delete will be using the row log. Okay. So this concept you need to be tail in front of the interviewer. Okay. So that is the reason truncate is always faster than delete. They will also put which is the faster. Truncate is always faster than delete. If they put the question why truncate is faster than delete, you need to be tell the answer that truncate will be remove all the row from a table, and they lock the entire table, and they suddenly remove the data. But delete, they basically perform the lock the row by row. That is the reason, and they maintain the large amount in log file. Okay, as compared to the table truncate. So this is slower than truncate. Got it? Any question? So these four concept, four difference, you need to be always remember. If you have the question like what is the difference between truncate and what is the difference between the delete. You can also put one more difference is the truncate is the basically DDL and delete is a DML command. This is a common difference. Anyone have any question on delete and truncate?
No, there is one more, like they said, like there is some transaction control over truncate and delete. Is there any transaction control?
Means transition control in the sense you
I
roll
mean,
back, but
yeah, rollback kind of.
yeah. So if you talk about the, for example, if you talk about in the 2000 SQL version, like let me show you 1 minute. So this is very like, for example, suppose if you use the same like begin transaction, okay. So if like for we created this table, employee table, right? So now you can see this command. Now you can perform the rollback. So basically, you can see this rollback will be work. So whenever we use this table, now you can see this table data is there. Data is available. Okay. So you can use the same thing, rollback and delete. So perform, suppose if you remove the data from the delete as well, like for example, if you use the delete table name, and if you use the begin transaction, you can see there is no data, I think, is available. So if you
రైస్
roll back,
కింద రైస్ ఉంది కొంచెం పెసరపప్పు వేసాయి
sorry.
కుక్కర్ 15 minutes పెట్టాలి అరగ
Okay, so you can use the rollback on the truncate and the delete. Okay. Got it? Any question?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, so I'm just giving you, so whatever you doubt, uh, not the in training program. Okay, so while we started the real time working also sometime in the SQL. Okay, so just try to keep what I follow from the beginning. Like if something you heard about in some website that is not truncated, it cannot be rolled back. Something is there, but don't focus on the website. Just you can do some type of the practically what will be happen. Okay, not related to this truncate only. Anything if you're not clear about the something the concept what is there, you can try to do practically. So this is the 100% accurate. If someone asks you, you can show me in front of the system that is happening something like that. Okay, so today the session is over, all completed. So today I know the basic of this uh, SQL. I think you learn lots of new thing also. So tomorrow I will discuss about the temporary table and the table variable and the very important that is the constraint. Okay, so I will start tomorrow the constraint. Okay, so I will create one Google Drive. Okay, and I will provide you the access, and I will upload all these documents, SQL file and the PPT as well after 1 hour, and just you can go and download all this file, and I will also upload some interview question as well. So that basically half of the theoretically question, what is the difference, truncate, delete, all these things, whatever we discuss. And if you have any doubt, if you need any clarification on the question, you can ask me on the beginning of the session tomorrow. So I will let you know tomorrow morning before half an hour the link, okay, or 15 minutes. What I will ping in the WhatsApp group, and also I will mail in the mail ID, whatever. I think everyone got the email, right? So that email is correct, right? Anyone not received any mail, I will share the Google Drive link on that email also.
Yeah, sir, can you please share the installation video as well?
Yes, I will share the installation video on the WhatsApp group. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
So just you can follow all these things. Just and anyone have challenging while we installation, you can message me personally based on my ability. We'll try to solve the question. I know some Manjunath or someone have the issue, right? So just you can ping me the. I will connect to the Google Meet or some team also, and we'll solve the problem. Okay. Anyone have any question, doubt?
Sir, actually, for the identity column, right, which we discussed. So basically, when we are using a primary key, so is it mandatory to use this identity column or?
No, No need to use
Okay.
the primary key. The basically in the real time when the data is inserting through the application, so through the application we not insert the employee ID, right? So in that situation we create the primary key and use the identity rule. So whenever the new data will be inserted, it automatically data will be inserted into the employee ID column. So
Okay.
in the real time, 99% identity rule will be used for the ID column where the data is not inserted through the application.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, there is no question. Then I will upload all this recording into the website, or if you want, I can also upload into the Google Drive as well. So just you can download it, no problem. Okay. Okay.
Sure,
So
thank you.
thank you all. We'll meet again on tomorrow same timing.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.